everybody. Thanks for joining us today for a short Bible devotional out of Joshua chapter 6, verse 20. And you might be familiar with this story of Jericho. And just to give you a little background on this story, the Israelites were told to go into the promised land of Israel in that region and to take the land during the Old Testament. And the enemy was actually afraid of the Israelites. But at the same time, it was going to be a great challenge. And one of the first cities that they had to conquer was Jericho. And it looked like an impossible thing to conquer this city. And this city had two walls. The walls were massive. And so there was no way that they could conquer this city in the natural. And it kind of reminds me of how that we have impossible situations that we think could never change. But God gave them a plan, and he told them to walk around the city for 6 days, one time each day. And then on the seventh day, walk around the city 7 times, and then blow the ram's horns and shout. Well, they did this exactly what God said. And you know, what I like about this is a lot of times we try to make things real complicated to try to figure out what to do. But many times in these situations, God just had a simple plan. If we would just learn to trust him and obey him, which is, really the main thing we need to do, we can see the answer to a lot of our problems. And we can see things overcome that would normally be impossible for us to overcome. So let me read this chapter 6, verse 20. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. I like that part that says, and the wall fell down flat. These walls that seemed impossible to overcome, they collapsed under the power of God, and God gave them a great victory. So sometimes we have these kind of situations where there's walls standing before us to attain to the blessings of God and the things that we need to attain to. But through the power of God, the walls can fall flat. It might seem impossible, but through power of prayer, through the power of God, you can see walls fall flat, and then you can see the victory of the Lord realized. May the Lord bless you and cause those walls to fall down flat for you in Jesus' name. God bless you.